What's up everyone, Nostalgix here from Cosmic Academy, back with another video. So today, as you can see by the title, I'm here to talk about sidechaining. Sidechaining is such an important piece of the puzzle when you're making music, whether you use it creatively or to mix your song. I'm here today to give you some tips to be better at sidechaining. If you don't know what sidechaining is using the output of one track, for example, a kick drum, to alter the compression of another track, for example, a bass line. To put that more simply, it's when one sound comes in and another sound quiets down. This is to clear up space for the sound that's coming in, so it has its own room to shine. I myself personally love sidechaining. I use it in a creative sense and as a mixing tool, especially on songs that I get very wild with the sound design. For example, my songs Act Out and Heist out on Night Bass. I went all out with the sound design. There's so many different elements coming in and out. The bass lines are really wild. So what really makes the songs whole and sound is the sidechain, how they pump and how they bounce together. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to crack open Ableton and I'm going to show you guys some tips and tricks right now. Alright, so now we got Ableton open. We've got this little idea here. I've just got a kick with an 808 with a clap and hi-hats. Really simple. Just want to kind of give you guys the idea of how to execute this yourselves. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the compressor from Ableton. And the way that we're going to set this up is to have it sidechain to the kick. So basically, whenever the kick hits, the bass line is going to be bouncing up and down with it. This is going to clear up room for the mix, and it's going to give your song some bounce, some rhythm, some groove. Who doesn't want that? I want it. All right. All right, so we're going to press this little down button here to open up the options and sidechain audio to the kick. All right, beautiful. Now we've got a sidechain on. I'm going to switch to this perspective to show you guys. So I'm just going to play the kick and the 808 for you guys. I'm going to play it without the sidechain so you guys can hear it first. All right, both sounds are just doing their own thing. Now I'm going to turn on the compressor, turn on our sidechain, and bring down the threshold to where I see fit. All right, already we've got a bit of a groove, we got a bit of a bounce. The bass line is now pumping with the kick. So let's hear without and then with. This is without. This is with. The beautiful thing about this is it already sounds great. Now let's really dive into the little features that the sidechain, the compressor has, so you can really go in and tailor it to really fit what your song needs. So I'm going to start by increasing the ratio. Okay. I'm going to turn down the attack. All right, so now I've increased the ratio and I've turned down the attack knob. And what this is going to do is actually give us a faster attack. So now the bass line is going to be ducking the split second that the kick is hitting. So now we've got a fast attack. We've increased our ratio. Now what you can do is play around with the release. So right now I'm turning this down to 1 milliseconds, and this is going to give us a very fast release. Now see what happens when I turn it up. So we're going to be making the release slower. So as you can hear, having a faster release will really give you that pumping sound and give you that bounce and that space and energy that you want in your song. But right now we have our release to the fastest that it can go. It can't go more than this. And this is because of the shape of the kick. Now, a lot of people will use ghost kicks, which is basically using a kick with less of a tail. So it just kind of has like the clicky end, and using that for your sidechain. But a way around that, a quick way to kind of solve this problem to have a faster release is to use your EQ feature right in here. It's built into your compressor. Easy, chef's kiss. Mwah. All right, so now I'm gonna turn on the EQ in my compressor, and what this is going to be doing is it's going to be EQing the kick. So I'm going to basically be getting rid of the low end of the kick. So instead of having a big trigger, it's going to be hitting kind of right when it clicks. So I don't need to use a ghost kick. I don't need to have another channel or something else I bring in. I could just do it all in one plugin, which is great. So I'm just going to show you guys what that looks like for a visual reference. Basically, this is the kick that we have. I'm going to be EQing it, so we're getting rid of this tail. So whenever this sidechain is hitting, it's basically just hitting right on this click. Now let's hear what that sounds like. So we're getting rid of all the extra low end that's coming with it, all the stuff that you don't need. So whenever the sidechain is hitting, it's right on that, and then it pumps back up. This is really going to give us that space to bring that sidechain pump back up and just give us more room to work with it and get the sound how we want it. All right, so let's get back into it. All right, so I've got my sidechain here. I'm gonna just be playing it as I do it. I'm gonna be messing around with the frequencies to just get rid of that low end. Now, what this EQ just did is it made the kick into a thinner version of the kick. So now that's what the trigger is hitting. All right, now we can go further and start bringing up that release again to really shape how we want the sidechain to be hitting and pumping back into the mix. So let's hear what that sounds like. Now that I've explained that process to you guys, I'm going to go in and really fine tune this sidechain of my bass with my kick and let you guys see what that looks like in my DAW and what that's going to sound like. All right, and now let's play it with the rest of the song. All right, beautiful. The sidechain looks great, and most importantly, it sounds great. All right, so that is all for today. I hope you all enjoyed this video about sidechaining and it helps you to better your songs, have more space, and just make beautiful music. You're welcome. This has been Nostalgix from Cosmic Academy. Make sure to follow Cosmic Academy at Cosmic Academy to follow along for more tips and tricks. In the meanwhile, have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.